All right. Let me make sure. Should be good. Uh, Live over here. We'll just wait for some people to get in here, and then we'll start chatting away. Make sure it's on subscribers only. I know Twitch is fine, right? Yep, Twitch is fine. Thank you guys for watching. So far we have 12 people over on TikTok, and see over on YouTube. We got 2 people on Twitch, and it's not updating on YouTube yet, so we'll just wait it out. But I do appreciate you guys being here. 58 people here on or 66, 70, 73. So seeing it increase over on TikTok is usually what happens. Like it hits some sort of For You page really quick. And it starts to level out wherever it ends up at. But we're talking about some cryptocurrency. We're talking about Terra Luna Classic specifically. What's going on, Leotis? How are you? Romer. Hopefully I'm saying that right. What's going on? 226 people. If you guys have a chance to double tap the screen, please do so. It does help out. Again, I don't know what your strategy is with investing your money, investing your time, all of those things that help you, just ultimately live a better life, right? 1 trillion, yeah. So it's not coming from me specifically, but I wanted to break down kind of the interesting part of that, because it doesn't only include Terra Luna Classic, but also looking at other positions within the same area, same category. Thank you for following. I appreciate that over on TikTok. I can't see the name because it's like really difficult to see. I hate that it's like gray, but I do appreciate you following though, and all the likes that are being sent here. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I know I'm hitting you with something crazy right from the start, saying that Terra Luna Classic can get to a $1 trillion market cap. Right now, we don't even see Bitcoin at a $1 trillion market cap. Actually, Bitcoin has been rising quite a bit. So, yeah, it's above a $540 billion market cap, which is great. The highest point was like 1.3, 1.2. Thank you for following Crypto 2030. I appreciate it. Is that your username is basically saying that you think crypto is going to explode by 2030? Is that what you're saying, or it's going to take over by 2030? Because obviously, when people put things like that, it's like when they're born. And I know you're not born in 2030 because it's 2023. So you got to think that crypto is going to explode in 2030. Yes, sir. There we go. All right, we got 20 people over on YouTube. We have 100 people on TikTok. Thank you guys for being here, for commenting, for liking, all the things that you're doing. Hi, Matt. Could you please give us a price prediction for Luna T in 2023? So, a lot of times when you give price predictions, it all depends on a lot of things. Um, if I if what I believe is going to be what they do, like if they end up, we see them launch on Ethereum, we see them launch on some of these exchanges, which I'm already seeing some interesting things coming out of the exchange side of things. Zero fees on exchanges, looking to see more volume that's happening on, or zero tax on exchanges. Um, Already looking to see more volume on the exchange side, and then you increase the volume and the interest on the DEX side in such a big way. I believe if they do everything the right way, Luna T can see a $200 million market cap, which would be an amazing level to get to. Now, it's not obviously a $1 billion or $2 billion market cap, and I believe it can go further, but I want to see you kind of crawl before you walk, or walk before you run. Um, I'm looking for, the tens of millions of dollars of market cap. And then you can hopefully see that level to 100 million. which we've seen it up to $21 million market cap. And with more hype and more push, I believe it can go a lot further. And hopefully, we don't only see the ETH side, but we also see the Terra side. And even if we may see any type of dilution that does come with it, ultimately you see a deflationary position that once it reaches its its max supply, you're going to see that start to diminish because of the burn feature that it does have with it. So I'm excited for that. I'm really ready for launch to see what happens there. I'm not going to be live during launch because I just don't want to affect what's going to happen with Lunatic's token. And I want to see everybody make their own decision on when they're going to take profit, when you're going to reinvest, all of that. I might end up having the same amount, even though I may end up taking some sort of profit at some levels, or taking my initial investment, reinvesting, because it's always comfortable to see, especially in a launch, to see a massive rise and then see a little bit of a retracement. So again, I'm excited for it. J Rod, thank you for being a subscriber for 7 months, currently on a 7-month streak. Thank you for being here and being a part of, this channel, being a part of, my Twitch as well as YouTube. And thank you for being just becoming a member, Patrick. Welcome to Money Makes Money member. Thank you for becoming a member. Sorry, bro. Terra Luna is dead. The only believers are the bag holders. So I don't agree with that. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not going to sit here and throw your opinion, under the bus, or I'm not going to sit here and just throw it in the trash. Like it's not what I'm looking to do. Patrick, you gifted 5 memberships. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Grab your memberships while you can. When is CRO to $1? CRO to $1 is like inevitable. That's going to happen. That's like a no-brainer. That's a $25 billion market cap. I see CRO worth more than that, way more than that. So yeah. Wow. Another 5 memberships. Thank you. Thank you for gifting 5 more memberships. I appreciate that a lot. Let's say Ease. Oh, it just says 5. But I do appreciate whatever you're doing. More XRP content. I will make more XRP content. I like XRP. It's just there's not too much to flow off of it. I could probably go news break by news break, but I really don't want to, do all that. Get yourself a bag of Squid Crow. You'll regret it if you don't. I mean, I won't regret it. I don't regret anything really. I just, I mean, there's some things that I regret, but I just try not to regret things. Because especially investing, and it's not even my fault technically, not investing more in a Terra Luna Classic, because I only invested $40 and I could have invested $500 to $1,000, but my bank account wouldn't let me. So, yeah, that's something that I sort of regret, even though it wasn't my fault. But I usually don't regret things. If I don't get into a play, there are tons of plays that I don't get into that I miss out on. If something grew by 200% or 2,000%, I'm not upset. I like the fact that other people have made money, and I like to hear those success stories. But I won't have sour grapes or anything. Thank you for following, Jay. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Bro, you should make a video in the near future about how to sell on Trust Wallet and how to get the money back into your bank account. The way you describe it, simplify things in your video is great. Yeah, I agree. I know there's a lot of people that probably have money on some of these platforms that aren't off ramps, and that's where people get confused, is not having an off ramp. With any scenario, I always have an easy way to pull out the position. The only one that I would say I don't really have the most solid way to pull out a position is CRO, because currently majority of it, if not all of it, is staked over in the DeFi wallet, which is going to have a period of time to where I cannot do anything with it. So if it hits a certain high, I won't be able to do anything with it. I'll have to wait a certain amount of time in order to get that, free that up, and then off ramp it. But yeah, I mean, I can definitely make videos on how to off ramp things on MetaMask or Trust Wallet because they're not off ramps, or even Terra Station as well. It's just something that I typically would make. Like, I feel like it's not like a video that would get a crazy amount of traction. And that's usually where I'm like, all right, I'll make this on this channel, or I'll make this on Patreon. Maybe you could make an XRP recap video with some possible outcomes for those who are newer to crypto scene. Yeah, that could be it. Patrick is like Oprah with the gift memberships. You get a membership. You get a membership. Do you believe in AI automation, crypto trading? Any recommendations? I'm not saying I believe in it. I've seen the trading bots. I know that Krill.io has trading bots that you can utilize, and they have the percentages that they gain, what people are looking at when they decide to get into it. They have a lot of different detail about it. I've just never used a crypto bot yet. Maybe I'll have to do some content on using a crypto trading bot. I like that lunatics will increase rewards to 4% for 48 hours to make up for the delay. I actually didn't see that, but that's great. I'm happy Logan Paul scammed y'all. About what? What are you talking about right now? Kind of everything. Everyone's hyping up Litecoin because some having any insight. Not really. I have Litecoin, but I don't have. I was gonna say Hypecoin. I have Litecoin, but I don't really have like too much stock into it. It's like maybe $1,000. No, maybe like $800. I don't really know. I would have to check. I think it's over on crypto.com. I'm starving. Give me a second. Let me get over to crypto.com. Predict price movements and profit when you forecast accurately. Knockout options. Wait, what? Trade knockout options and potentially profit no matter how the coin price moves. You'll pay much less for a knockouts contract as you're simply forecasting the coin's price movement, not trading the asset itself. Also, your profit and losses are capped as they're locked in where okay. I'll have to look into that. Let me skip that for right now. I have to look into that a little bit more because I'm not there for that reason. I've been seeing Coins Kids and others think it might have to blow off the top this year, 2023. Others think it would be 2025. This is the thing, is that nobody really knows. We can make all these guesses and then somebody's eventually right. And you're like, oh, I want to follow this person because they're right. I mean, they just guessed. It's not about the fact that they actually knew something. They just guessed. It's about $600 right now, $700 actually. I have 8 Litecoin. So Luna will rise. I do believe Luna will rise. Yes, 100%. I hope 28K will become the new bottom for Bitcoin this year. I would probably say not, but the fact that we're hitting up to these levels, it's now we're now seeing other resistances that we have to break. So levels of 30K, if we can break 30K, just understand that we were just at a level of 15K, like not too long ago. Then we went down, we went back up to like 21 or 20, 22, 23, coming back down to 19, almost 18. and then now jumping up to 28, over that 25 level, over the 27 level. Now we're at 28. We're looking to break this level of $30,000 for Bitcoin. The crazy thing is you're seeing Bitcoin and you're seeing Ethereum move, but you're seeing other things that are not moving as much, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum in the last 7 days are up 26%. I gotta show you this. So it's up 26%, 27% for Bitcoin. Ethereum up 12%. You're seeing other things in the last 7 days that are up, 2%, 3%. Typically, you would see a lot of altcoins that are up a lot more than that. The fact that BNB is up there shows that it is moving kind of in the same direction and the same wavelength, I guess, as Bitcoin and Ethereum. But you see, XRP, Cardano, Polygon. You see Solana that's moving 19%. That's great to see over the last 7 days. But there's a lot of things that are up single-digit percentages or less of a percentage than what you see Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we saw this in the past. We saw this in the last bullish momentum where Bitcoin and Ethereum were running, but the rest of the market really wasn't moving at all. A lot of people were like, what's going on here? Why are altcoins not moving? And it seems to be the case as well. It seems like maybe institutions are getting back involved in crypto and putting their money back into spaces to where they feel as though the market is controlled in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And now you're going to see more and more that are starting to kind of push to other areas. Typically, when you invest, whether you're an institution or you're an individual, you want to go safer first and then move over to something that may be a little bit more risky. And then as the market progresses, you move into more and more risky plays. When big cap, I want to talk about the 1 trillion market cap and all that, and why I believe it's going to get there, and why it's actually not coming from me, but I want to show you guys where it is coming from. So yeah, I think we definitely have some work cut out for us when it comes to the altcoins. Because right now, like I said, I think institutions and big money are investing into kind of the bigger plays, the top 3 cryptocurrencies. And then you're going to start to see them move into a lot of these other plays. Like retail investors, we've still been in it. Like we've been in it for pretty much the long run. Institutions have kind of cut their ties with crypto for a little bit, and now they're starting to kind of dive back in or dip their toe in the water in a lot of these bigger plays. So anyways, guys, we have 110 people over on YouTube. If you guys want to hit the like button, get me up to 50 likes, I would appreciate it. I'm calling Bitcoin at 10K and SHIB at 0.00000001. That's 6 zeros or 7. I don't know. That's a low price. That would be phenomenal. What's going on with the lawyer? He's paid / is paying. Have you seen anything about this? No, I don't know. I know. I don't know anything about that. Good morning. Did you ever look into Caspa? I think so, but I don't remember. Not as a whole, no. When is the alt season in your opinion? And typically after you see these really start to establish a breakthrough, you start to see Bitcoin and Ethereum establish a breakthrough. That's where you'll start to see, and like I said, institutions that are going to invest into a lot of those cryptocurrencies right now. It's a top 150 crypto now. That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal that this is a top 100. It says 219. But I also don't always trust CoinMarketCap because they also put Terra Luna Classic when it was a $1 billion market cap at like 300. So yeah, I would. It's probably close. Anyways, seeing a 20% gain, seeing 100+% in volume, increase in volume. You're seeing a $10 million volume day, which is great. 61% of the supply, not a red flag at all. Over the last day, you've seen this kind of push up. from this low level here up to kind of this level to where it seems like it's consolidating. In the last 7 days, we've seen consistent growth. In the last month, we've really seen consistent growth. Last 3 months, consistent growth. And even the last year, you've been seeing this thing grow from a level of 0.0002 all the way up to where it is now at 1 cent, which again would create, and I don't even know when this was, in 2022, would create a lot of wealthy people. If you're investing $1,000 at this point, you're taking away 2 zeros. You have $100,000. Like that's how easy it is. Obviously, it's over a year that you would be holding, but there are positions that I'm holding for a year. So I don't like CoinMarketCap. And CoinMarketCap's not really the most amazing platform ever. I feel like it gives me a lot. But yeah, I haven't looked into the use case or anything. I'll tell you that I don't really 100% trust the rank that's there. What's Casper? It's Caspa. I haven't looked into it. Like I don't know what it is, but Caspa is a proof of work cryptocurrency, which implements the GhostAgg protocol. Unlike traditional blockchains, GhostAgg does not orphan blockchains or blocks created in parallel, or rather allows them to coexist and orders them in consensus. The Casper blockchain is actually a block DAG. This generalization, Nakamoto consensus, allows for secure operations while maintaining very high block rates. Currently 1 block per second, aiming for 10 per second, dreaming of 100 per second. So I mean, I guess the thing to take in there, you can always go into in detail, but would be it's a proof of work consensus, which I'm not really the biggest fan of proof of work. Obviously, you look at how I feel about Bitcoin, but I always like the investment side of it. If you can make money from the investment side of it, I'll take it any day. I want 5 Solana before the altcoin pump. That's not a bad. I mean, that's not something that's that expensive. But yeah, 5 Solana. I don't know how far it will go. I believe Solana is definitely going to be worth a lot. I want to make sure I have at least 5 Ethereum before everything really blows up. And I invested basically 2 Ethereum into Lunatics token, and I'm hoping to be able to get that back at some point and take my initial investment while leaving whatever profits in there. But I just don't know when or where or what my level. Well, actually, I do know what my level is, but I'm obviously not going to sit here and be like, oh, this is my level, and then everybody does the same thing. Because that I affect a position like that a lot more than people think. Broke out his all-time high and inverse head and shoulders, and now the price is in discovery. So anyways, let's look at why we're here, right? Because I talked about Terra Luna Classic will reach $1 trillion, not by a certain period of time, but that's what the title says. It's a $1 trillion market cap. Why do I believe that Terra Luna Classic is going to reach a $1 trillion market cap? Well, this is not really coming from me to say that it's going to reach a $1 trillion market cap. You are seeing that the max market cap that it got to is like a $40 billion market cap before the crash. So that means there's utility. That means there's hype behind it. That means there's people that are that institutions. There's big money that's involved into it, and obviously you need that as well in order to see this thing grow. Not just the retail investors like us, where we have probably 1 million people, 1 million plus people that are invested into this. I believe the amount of wallets is like 4 million wallets or something. But The where it's coming from is I put out something on Twitter yesterday, which got a decent amount of traction, a decent amount of views, 40,000 views, and 443 likes. Honestly, how many people believe Lunic will reach 1 cent, $59 billion market cap? Please explain. And I want to hear everybody else that said this. Thank you for the 5 memberships again. I don't know. Has it been 5 memberships again? I don't know. I thought I had. Well, either way, I appreciate everything you're doing, Patrick. I don't. It's just staying up there, but I do appreciate it. So I posted this, and Zardar commented. Tobias commented and said, "I believe that it will ultimately reach a 1 trillion market cap if we successfully bridge to M to M economy." Now, I actually didn't know what that was, right? But then looking at the breakdown, obviously machine to machine, and really going into the industry of Internet of Things, and I do see the point there, right? I do see the interest in how you can move into that. I really don't know how Terra Luna Classic would implement into that, and that would need a little bit of an explanation as to how that could happen. But I believe anything can find a way to, push their way into that market or sector. That's the word I was looking for. So, obviously, coming out with something so strong, saying that I can get to a $1 trillion market cap, that's before we even see Bitcoin hold steady at a $1 trillion market cap. But understanding that the Internet of Things has the potential to create an economic impact of 2.7 trillion to 6.2 trillion annually by 2025. And if they can fully implement themselves or bridge successfully into that economy, then you could see so much more growth. So it's not coming from me to say that that's going to happen. I like to look kind of, I guess, very close to where I am, not like super far in the future when it comes to that much of a market cap increase. But also, I want to look at price increases, understand the supply and how that's going to decrease, and that's really where everybody's head is like where is this going to go price wise versus market cap wise. So my opinion on this is that I think it's possible, but again, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's definitely going to happen. I think that with a thought like this, it keeps the ceiling higher so that expectations can always have room to grow, right? It's not going to be to where we're like, hey, this can get to $1 and kind of limit a certain position at only $1. When people say that Dogecoin can get to $1 and it was literally everywhere, it's getting to $1. Once it gets to $1, we'll be happy. That was setting the ceiling at $1. When Dogecoin had much more potential than that and still has much more potential to grow a higher market cap than where it is. Now, does it have the best use case? No, it didn't. And it still doesn't. But what it does have is the amount of community behind it. And when people see a certain ceiling, they cap out at that ceiling. They're like, all right, I'm out at $1. But you can't cap your ceiling at a certain level. So $1 trillion market cap gives you the ability to grow to 100 billion, 200 billion, whatever, and then also develop things to burn down the supply to increase the overall price to a way higher point. And that's what some people made is within the comments of this, you had 270 likes on this post alone. And that's coming from someone that's a leader, a decision maker in the Terra Luna Classic community, right? In the ecosystem. So you're getting a bunch of comments basically asking like what time frame and all of this, and kind of explaining that we need parity and swapping before we can meaningfully begin working on this. And let's see, I got my old employer talking about Internet of Things a few years back, and they are now running all sorts of interesting Internet of Things based POC for their things such as whatever that is. I haven't looked into it. But basically, just trying to understand how that could happen, So that's kind of where it's coming from, the $1 trillion market cap. It's definitely an interesting idea. And I think a lot of people will have their own opinions, whether you're for it or against it. Um, I loaded Nexa bag the last 2 weeks as well as Caspa. I just wanted to be able to live comfortably for the rest of my life. Yeah, I mean, to to tell you the truth, it's difficult to just expect that, because some people. I saw a post where it was like, I made $100,000, and somebody was like, I don't have to work again, and I was like, if you think that you don't have to work again unless you're, um, I don't know, 80 years old, uh, there might be a chance to where you never have to work again, right? Because you're definitely up there in age, right? Um, but if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, and you think that $100,000 is going to mean that you never have to work again, you got to think again. But what it will do is, like you said, set you up comfortably so that you can put money in certain places and make more money from that, while also maybe putting some money aside for a rainy day, being able to not have to work and focus on investing, if that does work out for you, if it does work out for you, and make sure that it's something that you can treat as a form of work, but not as much work, but still making the same amount of money. So I understand where you're coming from. Um, hey Matt, what do you think about token like cremation coin? I've heard about it a couple of times. I haven't looked into it though. Let's see. Is it on here? Because I know people were mentioning it, but I guess it's not on CoinMarketCap yet. So not really gonna look at it if I don't have all the details. I can probably go into certain places to get a breakdown on it, but um, I like to look at a lot more than that. Next run will be a utility run, in my honest opinion. I 100% agree with you. Right now, Bitcoin is gathering a lot of attention and getting up to a 46% dominance at this moment. We saw this all the way down to a 38% dominance, and now it's at a 46% dominance. That's insane. And it's kind of gathering all the traction it can gather, because I do believe that Ethereum is going to kind of chip away at that dominance. If not, they'll both be the same form of dominance, right? They'll still be, instead of looking on CoinMarketCap and seeing this area up here and see Bitcoin's dominance here, you're going to say Bitcoin and Ethereum's dominance is 42%. Bitcoin and Ethereum's dominance is 30%. Sorry, I'm coughing a lot. um 100K is like a dollar now, thanks to inflation. Yeah, it seems that way. They applied for a CoinMarketCap receipt. Yeah, once they get there, I'm sure they'll be tracked and everything there. I don't understand how some can get there so fast and some it takes them so long. What is a good number of Lunatics token to hold? Um, what's a good number? Well, I mean, it's not about the number to hold. It's about like what you plan to do with what you have. So if you have 10 million, and you find that you are increasing whatever you have, by a 10x, then that's great for you. That's fantastic. So it's not really about like what you really hold, unless you're looking to become a millionaire from a project or a certain amount. Then you probably want to hold whatever you believe would get you there. Also, we don't know what's going to happen with exchanges and everything there and what level they're going to take. So it could be a 21x, it could be a 10x, it could be a 100x. We don't know. But it's all about whatever you want to gain from it. If you wanted to gain $100 from it, then maybe invest $100 and you'll double your money. And then there you go. If you wanted to make $1,000 from it, try and invest, $500 or $1,000, because then you'll look to gain that. But I'm not telling you to physically invest into the project. I'm not going to give you financial advice. I'm not going to tell you that this is the best thing since sliced bread. Crypto.com or Kronos is moving today. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I haven't talked for an extended period of time. Like I've been live for 35 minutes and haven't stopped talking. So that's probably why. Like I haven't been coughing at all. Kronos is up to 7.5 cents. That's good to see. I want to see it a lot further than that. I was just talking about that. Nice to see you on a different platform besides YouTube. Well, thank you. I try to be on as many platforms as possible, connect with as many people as I can. They're building off the burn initiative, just like Lunati. Yeah, everyone is acting like cremation was the original idea. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Eventually, you'll see what's going to happen there. I don't know if they will have amazing amount of growth, and I'm all for any project, adding to decreasing the supply of Terra Luna Classic. I'm all for anything supporting Terra Luna Classic in a big way, as long as it is legit. We are seeing transparency from the group, everything there, and we've seen a ton of transparency from Lunatics token, and I'm happy to be a part of that. Let's give Matt a like this Monday. Yeah, I mean, everybody give me a like. You realize that the 18th was my birthday. I didn't go live on my birthday. So just 2 days ago was I mean, it was fun. I definitely went out and played golf and went to dinner and all this other stuff. And I got a Golf Galaxy watch. Come on, man. I had the other one, and now we have to kind of send that one back. But we have the golf one, and I'm excited about it because I golf a lot, if you don't know me. So happy belated birthday. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. What happened with Luffy? Thank you for gifting another 5 memberships to people. We're definitely going to go to members only at a certain point, maybe like 8 o'clock. Hey, Matt, do you think we are in a bull or bear Chihuahua market? I believe that we are in a start to a bullish market, but the point is that we always see these starts that look like they're going to establish a bull market, but the problem is we see these kind of out of the blue scenarios that we didn't think would even happen at all, like FTX, collapsing, and Terra Luna Classic dropping down to a crazy low. Obviously, that was a while back, but it created definitely a fall in the crypto market, seeing a drop of $40 billion off of that market cap. Then you see other exchanges and inflation consistently being a negative news, a negative Nancy. But then now you're starting to see more positivity. You have 8 straight months of decreasing inflation, whether it's hitting expectation or even a little bit higher than expectation for 1 month. It's the fact that we saw the consistent decrease of inflation. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with interest rates, whether they're going to continue to, hike them up. And if they do continue to hike them up, it could be something that creates some negativity because we've seen 8 straight months of decreased inflation. So maybe this is overkill, or maybe they're preparing for what could be the worst and not trying to get us into a horrible situation. Like they're trying to do this until we get back down to a lower inflation level, way lower inflation level. So, sounds like an old man complaint. Probably. Um, but yeah, I think right now we're in the start of a bull market. just to get back to the question, we're in the start of a bull market, but it all depends on what happens next, whether we're going to see it continue. Because typically you're going to see Bitcoin and Ethereum run a little bit. Then you're going to start to see the altcoins catch up, more money that flows into them from institutions that may have made money from Bitcoin and Ethereum running a little bit, right? All they need is for Bitcoin and Ethereum to run by like 10%, investing millions of dollars. You literally now have $100,000 or hundreds of thousands of dollars to throw into the altcoin market rather than just, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. Thank you for following. I don't know why I keep thinking that I'm going to be able to bring the mouse over to my phone and then back over to the screen. But thank you for following. What are you expecting the price to do in the first 24 hours for Lunatics token? Definitely have an increase. I'm not going to give out where I believe the full price targets are, because if I do that, then I kind of like give away like where I stand on things and where I believe that things are going to go. And again, if I do that, I affect the price more than a lot of other people. And some other people may have more of an effect or have an effect as well, but I'm not going to sit here and push something down because I'm like, hey, everybody, this is the best price that it's going to get to. That's what I believe is going to happen, and then I believe it's going to retrace from there. So I do see a growth period, and I do see a retracement period, depending how big that retracement period will be, and also how many burns that will be associated with that on the first day. So again, I'm excited for it, but we'll see. Thank you for the match star, David. I appreciate that. I don't know what it is or how much it is or whatever, but I do appreciate any type of appreciation that you throw my way. Likes, different things. I don't know what to call it. Match stars. I do appreciate it. Luna to 10 cents first, then the next few months, or in the next few months. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. Happy belated birthday. Thank you for saying that. How those knees, man? They're better. They're better today. I did squats in this weekend, so they're definitely a little bit better. South Africa in flames. Why are they playing the chicken wing song? Hopefully that doesn't come through the microphone. I don't think it will, because I think I have a sound floor. I think Erica just turned it off. Happy belated birthday. Thank you for saying that. What are you expecting the price to do in the first 24 hours for Lunatics token? Again, I expect it to rise and have a retracement. Do you think SHIB will go to the next level? What's the next level? You mean the next level? Like dropping a zero? In the bull run, yes. I think there's so many holders, and you've had less institutional investors into it. So I think now you're going to see a major push to something like Shiba Inu. I just hope that Shibarium has much more of an impact than what I believe. A CRO will hit $10. I mean, as long as they're looking to burn some of the supply, because that would be, $8 would be a $200 billion market cap. So I can see it up to those levels. But right now I'm kind of like capped out in the short term of looking at, $100 billion as kind of that max level for other cryptocurrencies. Hey Matt, what do we need to see happen first from the Fed for crypto to go up? Thanks. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you for saying that. So I don't think we really need to see much more to happen from the Fed. I think if we're not increasing interest rates, I think the thing that will kind of skyrocket us into another level would be not interest rate hikes, not hiking up these interest rates and still seeing inflation decrease. If we see inflation that's decreasing, less interest rates, for maybe the first time, we will start to see that bull run kind of be solidified in at least the institutions, the businesses. Now, whether those businesses start to react to the crypto market and start to now buy into crypto because they now feel like things are starting to get into a good trend, now we start seeing institutional volume that's going into a lot of different cryptocurrencies and not just like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So probably start with just understanding that we're not increasing or hiking up the interest rates. And now we can see inflation that's still decreasing and hopefully next month lower than 6%. Any news for Jasmine or XRP? No, not really. But Jasmine coin, I did want to kind of bring in the whole $1 trillion kind of prediction that we saw with Terra Luna Classic and adding in Jasmine, because Jasmine is also included in that Internet of Things kind of market or sector, because it is an Internet of Things coin. Why'd I put coin? Jasmine. And that's something that they think the industry is going to be a $2.7 to $6 trillion market cap overall. So seeing that, or worth 2.6 trillion or 2.7 trillion to 6 trillion, you're looking at a Tokyo-based Internet of Things provider, Jasmine Corporation, as a system. The Internet of Things included mechanical and digital elements, endowed with identifier and the ability to transmit data. The Internet of Things company, Jasmine, specializes in buying and selling data. And the Jasmine platform connects two categories: service providers and service users. If you don't know what Internet of Things basically is, like, understand that everything is really applying to Internet of Things. Like if you look at how products used to be, let's understand phones. Like phones used to be just something that is just you would call somebody and text people. Then you start to get to a point to where now you can surf the web. You can go on the internet. You can go on different websites. You can do so much more on phones nowadays than you can even do on a computer. There's people that literally only use phones and don't use computers at all. There is technology everywhere, right? To be able to reach out or get connected to the internet and a lot of different things is insane. Like printers, you would be able to print things, and now you can be connected directly to the internet in order to send directly to your email. Print from your email, create a PDF, send it to your email. Like you can do all of those different things on cameras. You can connect with internet, right? They have vacuum cleaners. You have that can connect to certain places, Bluetooth, internet related stuff. Refrigerators. My refrigerator has a way to connect to the internet as well. So many different things are now becoming kind of those Internet of Things technology. It's insane. And it's something that we're probably going to need to implement cryptocurrency within it. I mean, it seems like Jasmine is kind of more or less leading the way there. And just seeing how, this explanation of, getting up to a $2.7 trillion market cap, or $6.2 trillion for Internet of Things. I mean, it makes me think that Jasmine is going to kind of be leading the way. Still promoting dead Lunic. I mean, that's your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I don't think that it's dead at all. And people are going to be very, very sorry. Usually that's how it goes, where they don't ever admit that, I probably should have invested into this, but I'm not going to sit here and say that a person was right. And I don't expect people to say that. What I want to see is people just make money. It's not about me being right or you being wrong or anybody being wrong, really. That's not my opinion. Look at the charts. Look at any chart out there. Any chart. Unless it's been released in the last few months, or you saw a way lower price at some of the highest levels that you had in the crypto market. Well, now you're seeing some of the highest levels that you've seen within that position from when it got started. So it's okay. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Yeah, it's okay. I just feel sorry for some people because they look at positions to not have any chance when they have millions of people that are holding it. And if anybody sees that something has zero chance and is dead when you have millions of wallets, millions of people that are holding it, I mean, that just shows me exactly where your head is. So we're trying to recover a destroyed chain. It was never going to be pretty. Yeah, exactly. People are just impatient. It hasn't even been a year since the blockchain was attacked. It takes to recover and rebuild. Absolutely. Those who are here and calling Lunac dead, thanks for the view. But if you don't like it, you don't have to watch or be here just saying. That's true. But some people just like to kind of, the world is filled with a lot of people that just want to kind of debate and tell people that they are wrong. And then when they actually realize that they are the ones that are wrong, they don't come back and go, okay, well, maybe I should say, hey, you know what? My bad. I was wrong. I'm the one that's always coming out here and going, hey, if I'm wrong, if I believe that I'm wrong, I will say that I'm wrong. But that's only been, a couple of times that I come out here and I would be like, I think that I'm wrong, about Bone. I thought I was wrong, and I'm glad to see that them implementing a lot of that supply created a price increase and that they had a use for that supply. It also taught me something because typically I'm looking for positions that don't have any type of dilution potential to it. But you can look for positions that have dilution potential to it as long as they have an overall plan for the amount of coins that are going to dilute the position, right? So for Bone, obviously, the implementation of Shibarium, you have a larger reason to why you have that many coins available. Your faith may be dead, but not Lunac. Yeah. I got Lunac staked on Terra Station just along for the ride. I have some ready to sell. Also, is Terra Station still the best place to stake? Right now, I mean, it's still the highest percentage, I believe. It depends what you want out of it, right? Certain places may have a more flexible stake, but I still do believe that Station is the best place to stake it. You may have been right about Bone anyway, just for the wrong reasons. Yeah, I mean, with a $1 trillion market cap, what would be the price? So let's see. Make sure I bring up something here. So it's currently, where's the $1 trillion market cap? That child doing upstairs? You got million, billion, trillion, and you're multiplying it by the supply of 5.9. So, why can't I do quick math? It should be simple. Should be simple, but I can't do quick math for some reason. Anytime I'm on YouTube or on camera or anything like that, it's so difficult to do quick math. It's like divided by, it would be a 17-cent price. 17-cent price at a $1 trillion market cap here, because you have this certain supply that's 5.9. Now, if everything is introduced, which I would imagine it's not going to be introduced, you may see less people that are staking. So it may be up to a $6 trillion market cap rather than a 5.9. But it would be about a 16-cent price. I'm sure people would make moves at 1 cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, all of those levels. However, I do believe that this overall supply is going to decrease heavily. So, especially with all the things that we're looking to implement. And I hope exchanges somehow get on board and we're like, hey, you know what? We're going to burn for you guys as well. This is what we're going to do for a month, and we're going to go on and do that. And if they do that, this potential now becomes a reality and things get way stronger. Has this person been talking about Caspa the whole time? Has he been just spamming Caspa? I don't see spam. So as long as people aren't spamming, we're not gonna yeah, I don't see him spamming right now. But if he starts spamming, let me know and I'll get him out of here. He's commenting. He commented twice. He has the right to speak in the chat. Yeah, you're right. If he's commenting like 10 times in a row, then we got to get him out of here. Guys, thank you for the likes over here on TikTok. Double tapping the screen. I do appreciate it quite a bit. I want to go say bye to those kids, but I feel like I'll be distracting Erica from getting Harper out on time because she needs to get to the bus. And if I go up there, they need to leave like right now. Hey, Matt, I'm needing to move my Jasmine before today's deadline. Which exchange has the lowest trading fee, Coinbase or KuCoin? Actually don't know about that. I would probably say that Coinbase Advanced probably has a really, really low trading fee. It depends how much you're trading. If you have a lot, then yeah, I still think that Coinbase is probably better. You already looked at Caspa, and I'm feeling bullied to put you in timeout by. Yeah. What Jasmine deadline have? Wait, what Jasmine deadline? I have about 7,000 stuck in Trust Wallet. Yeah, I don't know what deadline is he talking about. Maybe he has a deadline. What deadline? Happy belated birthday, Matt. I have a question about my portfolio, but I will send it on Patreon. Have a great day. Well, thank you. Yeah, go ahead and do that. We can talk about it. Have a chat about your portfolio and all that stuff. So yeah, send it over on Patreon. I'll answer it after we get off live stream. I still don't know when that will be, but after we get off live stream. What do you think about cremation coin? They still seem to be able to burn pretty much Lunic. They seem to be able to burn pretty much Lunic. Maybe I should put some money. Maybe I should buy some of those coins as well. I mean, I don't know what to think about it right now. They're not on Coin Market Cap. So I guess they applied to be on Coin Market Cap, but they're not on Coin Market Cap, which means that if you can't get on Coin Market Cap that fast, I feel like your like marketing team or whatever is going on there, it may not be. I'm not saying it's not legit, but it may not be the best position. I want to find a way to be able to break everything down on Coin Market Cap, understand so much more. But I don't know. If you want to buy it, that's totally up to you. I haven't looked into it to say whether I feel like they are insanely transparent or not. I know basically what they are doing is kind of what Lunatics token, is doing, but offering rewards at a, or they are off. No, they are not offering rewards, but Lunatics token is offering rewards and burning off Terra Luna Classic, as well as creating a project for themselves, which is kind of where you want to be. if you create a project for yourself and be able to build that project up to a higher level while also being able to burn Terra Luna Classic, as well as um, give you rewards in Terra Luna Classic, I mean, that's a no-brainer. We want to see Lunatics Token succeed to be able to make money in Lunatics Token, as well as seeing growing with that project, but then also supporting the burns in such a big way. So I'm hopeful that, with the launch in Lunatics Token on the ETH side, that we see a lot more exchanges, even though we may not see more burns within that volume. We're going to see a lot of burns on the DEX side of things, but it doesn't matter. Let's get this project up to where it needs to be, and then you can create a crazy amount of volume. They already have a lot of or big use cases, staking, NFTs, metaverse inclusion, right? I feel like they have a lot of stuff going on, and it would be great to get on a place to where it's centralized, where you can create the volume right now. Eventually, the world will function on more of a DEX side of things, but we're still kind of flowing through the CEX area. will BSC Lunatics Token run? I'm not sure that they will that it will run right from the start. I know they're looking to implement something to where as the ETH price is affected, you're also seeing the same sort of an arbitrage is what they call it there. And find a way to kind of have the BSC side move as well. Now they won't be exactly similar in prices, but hopefully the movement and where things get settled at, we'll see the BSC side and Ethereum side move in tandem. Now I do have BSC as well as going to have Ethereum side of it, so again, I'm excited for what it will be. I'm not even gonna look at my Lunati for a minute. I'm trying not to get really disgruntled. Why? Why are you getting disgruntled? Lunatics Token, Terra Token, Cremation Coin, all good projects. We need more projects to keep creating, building around Lunic. I'm supporting those who support Lunic. I hold all three. Um, I do have, is it Terraport? I believe I invested something into there. I just don't know if I have anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have anything yet. I don't know if they actually launched, because I know they had their like pre-sales and like stages to these pre-sales, but I don't know what happened with them and where they are right now. Terra, is it Terraport? Where did they end up getting to? Did they? When's the like official launch of this? Ooh, where it was the longest like pre-sale I've ever seen, or private sales. I think I got in, I don't know, somewhere around stage 2, maybe. But I just don't know where things are. Like if it launched or anything. So let me know. End of this month they launch. Okay. Yeah, it's a hell of a like pre-sale and build up, to tell you the truth, which is great. I always love those. And I hope it does so much more for the community. They don't pro any debate. The only purpose is getting some bad out of their mouth. I get it. I'm hella bullish on Caspa too, but I was already talked about it. Rewind if you need be. Yeah, I talked about it earlier today. An hour ago, someone moved billions of Lunic from FTX to exchanges. That's great. If money, if if coins are moved from FTX, that is phenomenal. That means that they're not just, like dead coins. Obviously, we don't want to see sorry. We don't want to see anything move out. But the sooner you can get things off of FTX, the better, because I think it still does have a decent amount. Like from my calculations, and this may be wrong, but FTX still has about 66 billion coins that are there. So, and it may be less if they're moving billions. So that's good to see. But I want to see all of those coins out of here and on other exchanges so that you can see the movement and know that they're not dead coins, so that we can burn off all of those 66 billion. If coins are dead or you know are not able to be moved, if they're completely locked up in certain wallets, then we can't burn them. They're just going to be out there in circulation forever. On a fun note, did a buy Degen Dog coin. Isn't Shib. All bone leash. Gonna YOLO my entire network into. That's funny. Thank you for becoming a member. Let's say Reagan. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Honeypot, check that shit. Baby Doge. Would you ever invest in, Matt? So I was in Baby Doge before, but I probably wouldn't invest in it again. I feel like I just have too many plays right now that I'm focusing on. I feel like there's a level to be over diversified. And what I wanted in the past and what I had in the past was I would always invest no less than $300 into a project. But then as I see that today, investing only $300 into a project would make me over diversified. I feel like I would have too many positions that essentially can move down all at the same time. So I want to make sure I'm hovering within the top 100, maybe some that's outside the top 100, outside the top 300, outside the top 1,000. Because you never know what they could be. I do want to find something that can start up and run to a crazy high level. But I also don't want to add too many things to my portfolio. I feel like something like Baby Doge is a position that's kind of living its life off of Dogecoin and can never, in my opinion, go above where Dogecoin is, can never reach the height of the position that it's trying to meme off of. Loki listed on crypto.com. That's great. Fantastic. I have a little bit of Floki. I agree. You can be over diversified. Yeah, I know people that invest, like, I'm like, hey, this position looks great, and they invest $10 into it, and then you see their portfolio and they have 50 or 60 different cryptocurrencies with $10 or $20 in it. And yes, they may be making a slight bit of money where it's like, oh, I'm up $2 today. It's like, yeah, that's fantastic. But the same person that's investing the same amount into lesser coins is up $20 on that day. Or in the long term, they're up, $2,000. I don't know. Do you hold any AVAX or Matic? So I did hold AVAX and I did hold Matic, but I ended up, making some money from them and let them go. I did want to buy them. I wanted to buy Matic at 77 cents, and I alerted my Patreon group for that when it was at like 80 cents. And I think right now it's at like $1.20 or $1.30 or maybe even higher than that. I'm not really 100% sure. $1.15. And this got all the way up to a high within the last month of $1.50. So going from a level of 77 cents up to, or 80 cents up to a level of $1.50 is great. That's basically a 100x return, basically, I'll say. Thank you for the super chat, Crypto Shady, showing some love. Thanks for all you do. Well, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that a lot. Kristen, thank you for that super chat as well. $4.99 super chat. I appreciate everything you guys do. Just being here, means the world to me. So thank you. Do you hold? So AVAX, I did hold AVAX when I was investing into Time Wonderland, but ended up removing that very quickly. Not very quickly. I think it was like maybe 2 months that I removed it. I lost money with Time Wonderland. I actually made money with Jade Protocol, which was crazy to say that I made money with Jade Protocol after they made that change. But I lost like $100 with Time Wonderland, and I gained $150 with Jade. So I was like, all right, well, I'm at a break even here. But I was investing in AVAX for a little bit, and that was when it was actually at $90. But luckily, I got out of it because right now I don't believe it's close to that. Yeah, it's at $17 right now. So I think my heart is broken, or what? I gotta say, Caspa making me proud. Um, I don't want to run, and I don't want it to run and rip yet. I haven't had enough time to accumulate. I want those dirt cheap sell off discount prices. I hear you. I hear you. Missed the message. Same as Shady. Um, let's see. Scroll down here. Scroll down here. Um, now my heart is unbroken. Thank you for your super chat. I appreciate it. I'm sorry if it seemed like I missed it. I didn't miss it. It was there. I just didn't. I'm trying to play catch up a lot of times. Um, I need more to invest. Like 100K is fine. Who wants to donate? Is that all you need? Just $100,000 to invest? No, it's always great to have like a portfolio set up, especially in these low times. If you can have, a 10K, 20K, 50K portfolio set up in these lower times, then imagine what your portfolio is going to be in these higher levels. A lot of where we believe crypto is going to go. So I'm very excited. Members only time. Let's go to members only. Thank you, everybody that's here today. If you guys want to become a member, it's 99 cents to become a member. And, we can chat away. It makes things a lot easier. It seems like a lot of people that are chatting anyways are either members or moderators. So, yeah, it's not like things will be limited by any capacity. Uh, what do you say about Celsius? I have locked assets there at 250K of Lunic. 250K of Lunic or 250K Lunic? Because if it's $250K of Lunic, that's a lot. And I don't think that's the right. I think it's just 250,000 Lunic. I'm not judging you or saying that you can't get 250K worth of Lunic. I'm just saying that's a lot of money to invest into one project. Unless that's a small amount for you. So, what do I think of Celsius? I mean, I really don't have a major opinion of Celsius, and I also don't know all the details as to like account details. So hopefully people can get their money back, but I would imagine not. Um, listen, I can only buy like 90 Caspa. I would totally take your dollar. I can buy like 90 Caspa. Matt, not only did you do a great job on the new coin explanation, but you kept us up to date, so we knew what was going on. I mean, I tried to. I try to do as much as I can to break things down in a better way. And the thing that I really want to do when it comes to like Lunatics token or anything that I feel like I'm a part of in any way, or people are investing that are watching me. I'm not telling you to invest, but obviously people are making their own decisions, and I want to make sure people are informed. So, like the thing that I do is, even though I am an ambassador for a certain project, right? um, I'm going to question them. And I'm going to say, hey, why are you doing this? Well, this is what I think would be the best idea. Well, this is what other people are thinking. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat everything. And I think that's what they like about me, is that I'm asking these questions and trying to get full explanations for the community to bring back to the community that same day. And I can tell you, I grilled the hell out of them. Every single person that I talked to, whether it was Sega, whether it was 17, or whether it was people outside of the project that are still connected to the project, I'm grilling everybody to see if they have any type of information on where they plan to go. Because the most important thing for me, and I've said this in plenty of conversations with other groups that wanted me to be a part of their project, the most important thing for me is not my portfolio or my money. It's your guys' money. I mean, I know there's people out there that want to buy something and turn it into a crazy amount of money. I know there's people out there that are investing maybe not everything that they own, but a good bit of what they own. That's free money. So I want to make sure you have the best chance possible to succeed in this space, because once you fail big, a lot of people give up. And I don't want people to give up, because this is where people should be. Whether you work a 9 to 5 or you don't, you should be investing your money in the right places that you feel are the right places. And the good thing is that if you feel like you made a mistake, you make a mistake, you own up to that mistake, and you live on, right? So hopefully I'm doing the best that I can. Hopefully I'm doing a good job. Not too much to ask. Yeah, it's a lot. Good morning, DJ Trev. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for becoming a member, Ragnarok. I like that movie from um, Thor Ragnarok. I'm out because my membership got paused because I lost my debit card. I can't find where to send it though. Well, you're still here because you can still communicate because you're a moderator. Richie's Plain Talk and DJ Market Talk. How y'all doing? In there like swimwear. I appreciate the gifted membership. Yeah, I mean you gotta talk to Patrick. Patrick was gifting all the memberships. I don't know if he's still here, but I thank him. At least my DGN dog coin is up like 40%. That was a nice surprise. I love that. I don't know how much you invested into it, but it's always great if you could find a play to where you can take a little bit of a risk and make some money out of it. I got like 8K portfolio and was down 7K, but slowly closing that gap by dollar cost averaging. Yeah, I mean, it hurts. The fact that we were at such a high level and people were investing at some of these high levels when Bitcoin was at 69K or 67K and Ethereum was closer to that $5,000 mark. It sucks how far it has dropped. It dropped like 80%. So a little over 80%. So it sucks, but dollar cost averaging does find a way to get you back to where you want to get to long term. Yes, you're like, hey, I may have made a mistake in the time that I invested, but let's make the best of this situation and let's find a way to dollar cost average in. Even though it seems like I lost all of this, I was looking to hold this for a number of years. So if you're looking to hold it for a number of years, that $8,000 may have went to $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever, but may also turn into $80,000 once you get back up to there from just the amount that you invested plus what you invest to dollar cost average in. So yeah. Now you proud lunatics. Wait, you proud lunatics token because you was one of the first ambassadors and took a lot of heat in the bring. Yeah, I know. I know. You always find a way to take heat because people are like, hey, we don't need to take advantage of this. This is where it gets crazy. People are always like, hey, they're creating this token because they want to take advantage of things and they want to, create a business so that this blows up. And it's like, yes and no, right? They're not trying to take advantage of them, but yes, they are trying to create a cryptocurrency for themselves to grow that cryptocurrency to a higher level, but also in the process support the bigger cause, which is Terra Luna Classic. Now they're trying to make Lunatics token big, but is it going to be bigger than Terra Luna Classic? I don't believe so. Is it going to be a $1 billion, $2 billion, 10, 100, $1 trillion market cap? No, I don't believe that. But will it have a name for itself? I do believe that that's the case. And that's really what they're trying to do. And people are saying, hey, they're taking advantage of doing this, but then supporting all of the influx, the flow of utility that they claim, or utility that they claim is out there, when all of, or not all of it, but majority of the utility that they want to create is all based off of them being able to gain money, right? That business. So they create NFTs maybe with no use case. Not saying that there are some out there. There's NFTs that have use case, but there are also NFTs that have no use case that are looking to take advantage of the community by just gaining whatever money they can gain, and then not do anything for the project. But then they're supporting it, but they won't support a token that's looking to have a major purchase and a lot of burning and a lot of rewards for a ton of people. I don't get it. I really never get it. But I'm willing to take that heat, and I just hope that the Lunatics token team, the core team, has my back as well, because I'm putting a lot of stock into it. And I'm one of those people that will admit when I'm wrong, but I like to pressure the hell out of the people that I'm involved in or involved with, or businesses that I'm involved with, in order to get the real story, And the good thing is that everything that they've told me, they've told everybody else. And it seems like it is the real story, and what they're trying to do is a lot bigger than just their own project. I got 10K portfolio, but 80% of it is in Lunic and CRO. Not sure if it's smart or dumb. If you truly believe in them, I don't try and put that much into a play or a project. Like for me, I think the most that I hold is either CRO or Terra Luna Classic. And it was Ethereum, where I held $8,000, and then it was CRO. So right now, CRO, I have about 60K portfolio in crypto. So I'm holding about 10% in CRO. I'm holding about 10% in Terra Luna Classic as well. I have about $6,000 or $7,000 there. I'm also holding about 10% in Ethereum. So typically, the max amount that I'm putting into one play is around, let's say, 10%. Right now is 10%. I think before it was like 20. So I typically don't put all of my chips into maybe two plays, or 80% of my chips into two plays, but it's still as you develop a higher portfolio, you start seeing that decrease. It may be 80% now, but it might be 60% in like a month. So, and to tell you the truth, Lunic at one point was a way higher percentage of my portfolio because of how much I invested and how much the market came down. So the market came down to a way lower price. I invested $40, turned it into $30,000. So I had a $50,000 portfolio. So obviously $30,000 invested into Lunic. It was more than 30, but $30,000 invested into Lunic out of 50. We're looking at a higher than 50%. So at some points, it's definitely higher. Do you still think farm will move? Yes, I still have 100 farm. I have 30 that's over in crypto.com, and I have 70 in Coinbase, which I'm thinking about moving it over to Coinbase. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We have 205 people that are here. We have 12 people over on TikTok. Is it safe to say Bitcoin will never hit 20K again? I don't think it's safe to say that, but I think it's a strong possibility that it continues to grow, that doesn't happen, that it hits, that it doesn't hit 20K. Again, there's a big chance, but there's also still a possibility that it could come down lower than that depending on what happens with these crazy scenarios where you see certain exchanges that are collapsing, places that are lying to us, all of those things. So yes and no. Um, and I hate giving these like old accounting answers where it's always like, it depends. Anytime I was in accounting classes, if you ask a question, you know what the answer is going to be. It depends, right? You're asking about a balance sheet or an income statement or whether a certain business can survive with certain, uh, liabilities or whatever, right? Um, it's always, it depends. And that's true. It does because there's other scenarios that you have to factor into it. And the crazy thing is, like, you would take a test and you can get away with that. If you physically don't know the answer, you can get away with it by saying, well, it depends on the rest of the financials. Also, it depends on how popular the business is, how busy the business is. So it's always asking like if this business can survive, and you're like, well, you know what the revenue actually is right now, but you don't know what the seasonality is. And it was funny because I always kind of, even though I knew the answer, I always tried to uh, push it a little bit and answer it with it. It depends. And he's like, and they're like, these are the answers that I'm looking for you to kind of, overthink it a little bit. And I'm like, why would you want someone to overthink when they're an accountant? But I guess if you overthink it now, you'll understand all of the different scenarios that could happen. So then when you do get into those scenarios, you know what to look for when you're auditing things. So it was always interesting. But I'm probably losing a lot of you with accounting talk. Um, uh, Kristen, we'll be talking about. Wait, we will be talking about that live on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern with Lunic Burn Army. Cosmos is a good stake. I don't know what that means. I spent 4K on Lunic, but it's worth 2K now. I'm still holding and staking everything in station though. Yeah, so you bought at 0.000 like 2 or something, probably at those higher levels or double where it's at now, which I still think is a good price. It's not the best price possible because we did see this at an added zero. Um, and hopefully, maybe you were, averaging down. The market moves with Bitcoin. Not necessarily. Um, Bitcoin, like Solana's up 6%. You're seeing Bitcoin up 3%, Ethereum that's down in the last 24 hours. So Bitcoin's moving. Everything else is really, not running at all. Joseph, thank you for becoming a member, becoming a ProFits member too. I appreciate that a lot. Market moves with Bitcoin. I mean, if you stake Lunic, you're literally making free money just by holding. That's legit awesome. Exactly. I'm doing the same thing with CRO, the same thing with Cosmos. Oh, that's what you meant by stake. Cosmos is a good stake. Got it. Yeah. It took me a while. It took me a long time. Why did that take me so long to do or to get? That's insane. What's going on with KuCoin? Will they block US from accessing their exchange? Not that I know of. Let's see. Trying to see if there's KuCoin news. I don't see anything. Is KuCoin available in the US? Although KuCoin is technically not available for US citizens, it doesn't mean you can't trade. I've been trading with it. Um, Coin news. This is 2 days ago. KuCoin, Binance exchanging listing favorite among. No. This sues cryptocurrency platform KuCoin alleging registration status violations. No, that's not it. So where are you seeing this? Does anybody have an article? Because I use KuCoin. I use it as an off ramp, and it's a great off ramp, especially for Terra Luna Classic. Are they still going to be banning staking here in the U.S.? I mean, I don't know where they are on that, but I mean, I'm sure they're trying to do it. Your speech matches the intel I get. Looking forward to abundance. What are we talking about? I still have money stuck in the original Binance. How does the stock market look today? I haven't looked at the stock market. Well, AMC's down by 4%. That's down to $4.18. That is a low price. Very, very low. Let's look at the overall markets, though. Markets look net positive. S&P up by 1.5%. Dow up by 1%. NASDAQ up by 1.8%. So essentially, it does look pretty positive. It's just certain positions that I'm following here are down, not only on Friday, but also today in the pre-market. So it doesn't look really super positive. It's still holding strong. Thank you for that super chat or super sticker. Wait for it. I appreciate it. That's how I got my money stuck in Binance before. It looks like they're trying to hit KuCoin the same way. Hey, Matt, what do you think about Quant? That would suck if that's the case, because that is my off ramp. I don't want to sit here and have to just use crypto.com, which the prices are just ridiculous there for an off ramp. Sometimes when cryptocurrency moves a lot, crypto.com tends to, inflate the prices or decrease the prices, deflate the prices so that you sell at a lower price, you buy at a higher price. And I don't want to see that. Thank you in advance for your friends who care about TikTok. Oh, yes. Thank you to the people that are over here on TikTok. Thank you for following. What are some 100x coins you're holding? 100x coins that I'm holding. I don't necessarily look for positions that are just going to 100x because a lot of people will say, hey, this is going to 100x, and it never freaking does that. But I do look for a lot of, 5x or 2x to 5x positions as well as 10x positions. And I think a lot of positions that I am holding are going to do that, a 2x at minimum, 5x, well, probably 5x minimum actually in a lot of plays. Even something like Ethereum, I think it's going to 5x from where I bought. Eyes are like itchy. Matt, do you see the news about Coinbase wanting to move out of the U.S.? Thoughts? Of course they would want to. No, Coinbase. Of course they want to. Coinbase is planning to set up crypto trading platform outside the U.S. Like to move everything over. So let's see. Cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase is reportedly planning to set up crypto trading platform outside the United States, where it's currently headquartered. Where it is currently headquartered. Headquartered. Hopefully I'm saying that right. According to a March 17 Bloomberg report, Coinbase discussed setting up the non-U.S. platform with some of its institutional clients. So I think it's looking to set up another platform, not just move completely out of the U.S. The reported move came amid many U.S. lawmakers and regulators. Oh, okay, maybe it is something that they're moving directly outside, taking aim at crypto firms for their perceived role in the failure of Silver Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, and Signature Bank. U.S. regulators including the Securities and Exchange Commission, have been cracking down on certain crypto companies in recent months, including Kraken for its U.S. staking services. Coinbase issued a notice to users in March that its staking program would continue despite the crackdown and may actually increase. Americans love their stake. Here's why we need to keep staking. The accountant of the blockchain in the U.S. Um, the new Coinbase venture would reportedly service global clients, but does not yet have a confirmed location. Cointelegraph reached out to Coinbase but did not receive a response at the time of publication. That's interesting, and I don't know if it would be something where it's a complete. It would be a global thing, so it would be to U.S. users as well. But I guess it would be something that's more regulated and probably just trying to kind of, since they realize that majority of their user base is probably US based, they probably need to kind of push out to stay relevant and stay alive as a business. You will need to you would need to do this globally and be more um, prepared to be a have a global impact, kind of like what Binance has. So it's understandable, but I obviously hate the fact that the government is trying to put so much pressure on this because they hate cryptocurrency and they're trying to get a head start on things. Um, it's freaking ridiculous. It was mentioned in one of Matt's videos a week ago. So with U.S. banks collapsing, uh, and world banks collapsing, and the market is green. Yeah, it never makes sense to me. MEXC is awesome. Might have to use MEXC. Crypto.com manipulated prices over the weekend big time, did they? I hate when they do that. They don't do it all the time because the first time that I noticed it after trading with them for a while was with Terra Luna Classic. Every time that I've traded everything else, it's been the price. So I don't understand where that came from and why I didn't see it until then. I know that people called it out. It's just I never have seen it. Anytime that they were like, "Hey, look at this price right now. It's different than what you see on CoinMarketCap." I would look at it and it would be the same. But then when I went to go make a purchase or a sell, you would see the difference there. And I noticed it heavy because I moved Terra Luna Classic from MetaMask over to crypto.com, at which I would have only had, I think I would have lost like 4 million. Um, I don't know how much it was. It was a lot of Terra Luna Classic that I would have lost if I would have converted it completely. I use both KuCoin and MEXC and I don't have any issues. It seems like eventually we're all going to have issues. This is why we need to move to a decentralized platforms, because then we can use it. Like if we're sitting here using, I don't know how decentralized, the DeFi wallet is, but being able to gain a certain percentage staking, they can't really do anything about that, can they? ETH and Matic are related. Things are running like looks like Matic has more profit compared to ETH, but things are stagnant. ETH is better. Matt, do you what do you think about this? So yeah, I agree. I think Matic would move more. I mean, when you look at ETH, you can consider that an altcoin as well. But altcoins tend to move a lot more than the main cryptocurrencies that are there. They're just more consistent up in those levels. So Bitcoin and Ethereum will be more consistent than something like a Matic, but Matic will move at a higher percentage. Same thing with Solana, same thing with Cosmos or Algorand or whatever. After you did the live stream and started talking about it, it literally stopped that day. Started back noticing when the bank drama started. Sorry, I'm losing here. KuCoin as an off ramp? How? So you can use it as an on ramp by purchasing on KuCoin, and then you can also use it as an off ramp by withdrawing from KuCoin. So typically, what I'll do is I'll put it into a stable coin, and then if I can't off ramp that stable coin from there, I can send that directly to another place to where I can off ramp it, which would be, um, Coinbase. But I can use it quickly um, to kind of take my Lunic and switch it to a stable coin really, really quick compared to what you would do over in Terra Station, right? You're not going to be able to do that. You would have to send it to a certain platform and then off ramp it, and then find a way to withdraw it into your bank account. So um, it's definitely an off ramp for me, because they allow Terra Luna Classic. If Coinbase allowed Terra Luna Classic, I would use that as an off ramp. It's just easier for me to use that, but KuCoin works for me a little bit better. Technically, they're not licensed in the U.S. for trading. That's true. That's what I just read. I didn't know that they weren't licensed in the U.S. for trading. I have messages here. I didn't even know that it wasn't scrolling. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you in advance for I read that. Um, but good morning. Morning, good morning. And Richie's Plain Talk, thank you for that super chat. But yeah, you're right. I did just read that. We got up early this morning, Fire King. Yeah, I woke up pretty early today, which I was surprised because I took some. Usually, when I take like nighttime cough medicine, I don't wake up at all. Um, so yeah, we got early morning this morning. What time did you guys start? I think it was like 6:45, something like that. Right before 6 your time. Yeah, it was like right before 7 my time, Eastern. We have 19 new members today. We have 19 people that are watching over on TikTok, and I appreciate you guys watching. Again, what we talked about today, we did hover around the Terra Luna Classic will reach 1 trillion, and that didn't come from me. It came from essentially one of the leaders, the decision makers within the community, which is Tobias Zardar. It said they believe they will ultimately reach a $1 trillion market cap if we successfully bridge to a machine-to-machine economy, meaning that Internet of Things here has potential to create an economic impact of $2.7 trillion to $6.2 trillion by 2025. And that also brings Jasmine into the equation as well. I was dead asleep. That's good. I mean, sleep is great. I don't think I get enough of it all the time, but I love it. As long as it's a comfortable night sleep. It's not something where you're tossing and turning, which I don't think I did last night. So it's actually a good sleep. Yeah, people were asking me about this, and they were saying like why the number of Lunati that they're getting has decreased from where they first started. And I could say that the launch that they have there, probably people would have liked it if you could get it at certain prices. Maybe do an extended launch, like each day you would have a certain price that you get in at. The first day you would get in at like 15. Let's say it would be 0.0001 or two or something. Um, or 0.00001, and then it would be 0.00002 and 0.00003. So you would get in at certain prices. Um, and I know how that's difficult because you never know where it's going to get to, right? Because if your goal is 50 ETH and you get to 325 ETH, that means that you severely underestimated your goal, right? The goal probably should have been, maybe 150 ETH, and then you would have been able to reach that goal within a number of days, and you would have been closer to that goal. you would have doubled your goal rather than, having a 6x goal reached. So I have to get my husband off to work, so I'm always up waiting on live stream. Well, I appreciate you being here. Um, I lied about Floki. It's listed but not yet tradable on crypto.com. Another thing crypto.com does with a lot of their positions is they don't buy a lot of liquidity. You notice that a lot of people don't trade on those platforms. It's people trade on them, but even though they have a ton that's available, they don't buy a lot of liquidity because people are not buying the amount that you would have when you announce it on Coinbase. If you announce it on Coinbase, you don't have as much of a fee, you don't have inflated prices, so people buy on there quite a bit. When you announce on crypto.com, you don't have a ton of people that are buying. They don't buy a lot of liquidity. And you'll notice that when you see something like Terra Luna Classic, right? Terra Luna Classic had a lot of popularity, but I believe crypto.com, I don't even know if I have it listed here. Crypto.com has 19 billion coins. For somebody that has 70 million users, 19 billion coins in a popular position is not enough. If you have KuCoin here that has, sorry, KuCoin here that has technically less users, right? But has 300 billion coins associated with it, then you kind of realize like what's wrong here. And it's probably the fact that you have these inflated prices and all that stuff from time to time. Maybe that's the thing is the exchange is probably different. And maybe I don't know. I don't have access to the exchange yet. And I want to see if that would be different. And if it is, then I have a solid off ramp in crypto.com for Lunic. But if it's not a, if the prices are still inflated, then it makes no sense for me to be there, you know? The exchange for CDC is not inflated. I have it. I have it here in Singapore. Okay, so all the prices. That's probably where it's different. It's like you don't get the inflated prices with the exchange, but when you go and trade on the app, you have the prices. Like they're not giving you the most accurate prices, which majority of people are probably trading there. I would love to have the exchange. I would love to be able to trade on the exchange for crypto.com rather than use the app. I'm aiming to be a crypto millionaire by 2024. I would love to see it. What's really going on over there, Kristen? I feel like you're having like a side conversation here. I haven't played an ad in a while. Let's see what people are saying on TikTok. Nothing much. Thank you for sharing the live. Ashton, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. We have 3.6K likes. If you guys can double tap the screen, I would love to get to like 5K. 10K would be amazing. I don't think I've ever gotten to 10K likes. So if you can hit that like button and get me to 10K likes, I would be insanely happy. um, he messed with me about all of you. He messaged me about all of you guys. Calls y'all my internet boyfriends. What? I don't know what's happening here, but this chat has taken a turn. Um, Not for the best either. Thank you for liking, Ashton. Aston. I'm saying your name right. I'm horrible with names. I really am. Now let's hit 10 today. I would love to hit 10K likes. Why hasn't CDC opened up the website trading to retail? Is there really that much institutional volume on there? They just don't need any retail volume. Open up the website trading to retail. What are you talking about? You're talking about the exchange trading, or you're talking about something else, or a certain position? Some will empty his wallet if he isn't nice to you. That's funny. Well, somebody's really giving me likes. Thank you for the likes, news SR. I can see that, right? We're now at 4K likes over on TikTok. A long way to go. We got 22 people that are here though. So if you guys can hit the like button with them, please do so. Just double tap that screen. Get me up to 10K likes. You just missed some stuff earlier, Matt. No hanky panky here, we promise. Yeah, I got you. Maybe they can do, maybe Lunatics Token can do like a giveaway of some sort, within the first day. That would be amazing. Sorry. For any, for all the Lunic holders that or one of the Lunic holders or a couple Lunic holders, you can give away some Luna T. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll be the one. I feel like I'm always the one that's doing like a giveaway for marketing, and maybe they should do a giveaway for marketing. That would be great. We got 163 people here. I don't know how many likes we have, but I do appreciate, we have over 100 likes, so I do appreciate you guys for liking. 168 likes. 168 people, 168 likes. Oh, now we hit 5K likes. Oh, wow, we're getting a lot of likes in here. I appreciate it. You keep throwing them my way. Hey, Matt, you have $200. Where would you invest it? Not financial advice. Seems like it would be financial advice. If I had $200, where would I invest it? Um, if so, again, old accounting answer. It depends. It all depends on where you are right now. So if you are heavily invested into crypto and you're investing $200, there's a lot of places that you could go that can give you a big benefit. I'd probably put it into XRP, maybe put it into Cardano, or I would throw it into Jasmy. So those are separate places, all for different reasons and for different lengths of time that I would hold them. Um, so I think Jasmy is probably another play that I'm actually looking to invest more money into right now. I just don't know when I will do that. I want to take one full Ethereum and invest it into Jasmy, honestly. So if I can gain double my money, what I've invested in Lunatics token, then I would love to be able to take, if not more than that, I would love to gain 5x, but I'm not so sure how far things will go. I can take, because I invested about what $3,000 into the project, especially with the rise in Ethereum. So I would like to be able to take $6,000, so 3,000, throw it back into Ethereum, and then take 3,000 and put it, or take at least another Ethereum right now and throw it into Jasmy coin. Honestly, so we will have to see. And I also, yeah, that's probably it. I really do want to throw a little bit more into Jasmy coin. I feel like Internet of Things technology and that sector is going to be as big as Zardar thinks it's going to be. Now, why has Pendle crypto been exploding the past 3 months more than any crypto? Why is it not getting attention from anyone? What is it? Pendle crypto? So it's up 1%, or sorry, it's down today. And we're seeing $579,000 worth of volume in the last 24 hours. We can see it's available on gate.io, crypto.com exchange, Not really many places, but definitely has some bigger exchanges here. Majority of the volume comes from Sushi Swap though, and Balancer. um, let's see what the typical volume is. It's good to see 79% of the supply is actually out there, so there you don't have to worry about that too much, any type of dilution. Um, Probably because when you see $1 million that hits it, it affects it in such a big way because it is at um, such a low volume. What's crazy is though the market cap is still pretty high, 72, $73 million market cap. That's phenomenal to see. But let's look to see in the past 3 months. You said it's been moving. It has been moving quite a bit. Maybe it's been introduced on newer exchanges, and I don't know if you have all this news, um, but maybe it's been introduced on newer exchanges. But the past 3 months, you're right, it has been moving. Does this attract me to the position? It does not. When a position moves that much, I am not. I'm not interested in it at all because it already moved a hell of a lot. And yes, it could go a lot further, depending on what the information is and why it's moving up to that level. But with all of this movement over this last 3 months, it kind of pushes me away from it because you don't see much of a like retracement, and I want to see more retracements. So as an investor, I'm not looking to invest into it. As a person that's interested in crypto, I'm interested to see where it goes. But I would not invest into it. I'm not going to invest into it no matter how much it's moving. It's because it's already up a hell of a lot. And it can go up further, but I can also lose a lot as well within that risk. Wow, we're almost at 7K likes for TikTok. I appreciate you guys liking. Uh, Dollar cost averaging into Ethereum. I want more. I want. I want one to shady. I love my boombox. I want one Ethereum. I I just want multiple Ethereum. I would love to have 10, but it depends what happens with a lot of positions because I don't want to take new money invested into the market. I want to take the money that I have and grow it into something bigger. Matt, do you think Bitcoin will hit 30,000 before a bigger pullback? Um, so again, I hate saying it depends, but it does depend on how interest rate hikes go if we have any. Also, inflation. So just from an investment standpoint or an investor look without factoring in those, I would think that 30 is going to be a retracement step to where you're going to see it go up to 30K and probably resist from there. And hopefully the next time it jumps up, it pushes through it and doesn't create a double top scenario. Because if it does, then we're into a deeper hole to where things can look like they start turning south very, very quickly. Um, but I do think $30,000 is that level. I don't know where it did get to this weekend as a high. Past 24 hours has been up to 28.5. In the past month, the high has been 28.5. So getting closer and closer to those levels, it could be something to where we're seeing a little bit of a pullback from 30. But if things start to look bullish on that side where there's no interest rate hikes, inflation goes up, or sorry, inflation goes down, we're seeing Bitcoin absolutely skyrocket and jump past the $30,000 level. And what I've said in the past is that, cryptocurrency doesn't really hold support and resistances well. They typically break through them very, very quickly. Did you know you can trade Jasmy on VBS Finance? I mean, I probably could have figured it out, but no, I didn't. I didn't know that. I have some Jasmy over in MetaMask, and I have some Jasmy in Coinbase. And I'll probably have majority of my Jasmy in Coinbase. Maybe I'll put it over in MetaMask, but I'm not 100% sure. Always push the like when I start watching. I don't understand why someone is different to do that. Yeah, I always do it as well. Once I get in here, I like away. And thank you guys for watching over on TikTok. We got a lot of people that followed. We got Justin that followed, Callie followed, Praise the plug. Thank you for following. And all of the likes that we're getting. We got 7.7K likes over on TikTok. Mac, what are your thoughts on Rocket Pool? What is Rocket Pool? Rocket Pool. This one seems like the only one. Currently at $42.05. You're seeing it down about 2% today. 100% of the supply that's out there. Love that. Absolutely love that 100% of the supply is out there. And it's only at 19 million coins, meaning that it has a large potential to grow. The problem is that we are sitting closer to $1 billion market cap at an $801 million market cap, while only seeing $8 million in volume. That's not the best scenario. We want to see a lot more in volume in order to see the popularity get to that level. Let's look at the historical volume data. We typically see this around, single digits, and also seeing it around double digit million. So that's good to see that today is just kind of like a not the normal volume day. We do see that you see 13, 15, 16, some of the higher days, 20, 79 million, 90 million. So when you see those days, I would imagine you're going to see a decent amount of volume push to it. Let's look at the overall position, the price versus the market cap, looking at all history. All history has shown this at a high of $59. Currently, we're seeing this at $41. So it's probably closer to the high than we have seen to the low. Seeing it at $56 of a high in the last year. Seeing it at 42 is way closer to the high than it is to the low. And obviously, the lowest point being, in what is that? Why can't I think of numbers? July of 2022, but then seeing, November of 2022, this has been kind of increasing from those levels or from that time period. And you saw this kind of decrease from a high point of $53. So right now it looks like it's kind of on a decline. So I wouldn't be investing right now because it is on a decline. And the fact that it is at the higher point than it is to a lower point, it's just not something that I see as an investment. Now, these are prices. Let's also compare that to market cap. This is where you see the difference maker. If you look at the market cap versus the price, you would see that it was diluted, right? So even though you're seeing a higher price back in 2021, November of 2021, you see a $59 price. You're seeing a $600 million market cap. Now, currently, you're seeing it at a $42 price, but you're seeing it at an $800 million market cap. And the peak point was at $1 billion market cap. So seeing that, you realize that they have diluted the position, meaning that this previous price, you probably will not see it get to. You probably will see it unless you see it like skyrocket past, higher market caps that are there. But the market cap that it got to of a high point was $1 billion, and that was at $53. You're kind of trying to push for that level to get back up to $1 billion. But right now, it's not an investable time for me. It's at a higher price. It's at a higher. It's higher than halfway point, and I would love to invest at the lowest point possible, but can't always win them all. So that's what I think of it. Hey Matt, I know you're a coin market cap guy, but do you ever look at Coindex, Coin Codex? I don't. I've heard of it. I haven't looked at it though. Hey Matt, why the F can I not buy a coin that takes off? What's wrong with me? It's difficult. The problem is that a lot of people will say that and like, hey, why can't I buy a position that I buy at the low and absolutely runs to a crazy high level? Well, for most people, even me, you get into those situations and you see it from the outside looking in and you're like, oh, if I would have bought here, I could have made so much money there. However, you buy here and you have so much time from here to there. It's not as easy as people make it seem, right? Holding it throughout that time is probably the hardest thing that you could do because you want to sell it. You're up by 2x, you're up by 3x, you're up by 4x. And you're like, well, this is the best it's going to get. Let me get out of the position. Then it ends up skyrocketing even more, and you would have been up by 20x. So the issue is not just finding a position to buy at those levels. It's finding the position and holding it through those levels, which you don't want to do either, because sometimes you hold and you actually get to that point where you're like, I feel like this is it. And you're like, you know what? Maybe it's not it. You hold on to it and it falls. So you never know what's going to happen. And the unpredictability is what makes this whole thing very, very interesting, because you can have those scenarios to where you hold and gain, $30,000 off of a $100 investment, or you can have a $100 investment and turn it into a $500 investment and make money and see everybody else that probably ends up getting hit hard for buying it where you ended up selling it. So it's a tricky game. It really is. But I've done it always. I've held through positions and gained a lot. I've held through positions and lost money. I've sold through positions, but I ultimately realized that the best bet for me is always to find a way to take your initial investment plus a little bit of profit, and then you can hold for whatever time you have. You may not collect the full amount that you had, but you're definitely going to collect something. Just realize that everything that is left is going to be profit. So that's the only way that I play it. We are so close to 10K likes on TikTok. We are at 9.5K likes right now. And I want to thank everybody that showed up and everybody that's liking the video over there or liking the live stream. Where do you buy Quant? So I have Quant on Coinbase. You can buy it directly on that platform. But if you want to know all the places you can buy Quant, or at least trade for Quant, you go over here to CoinMarketCap, you go to the markets, you're going to see it on Binance, Coinbase, Kraken. You can get it on Uniswap. You can get it on Crypto.com exchange. You can get it on a lot of places, a ton of places for Quant. But again, I have it on Coinbase, which I'm actually thinking about selling that position and, just putting it into Jasmy Coin. I do believe that Quant can be worth a hell of a lot more and will be worth a hell of a lot more. But I think that Jasmy Coin probably has a higher percentage gain increase. So I'm definitely thinking about that or XRP, to tell you the truth. You only lose when you sell low. Exactly. I bought $1,000 of SHIB and turned it into 100. That doesn't sound positive at all. We're at 10K likes. Thank you guys for getting me to 10K likes on TikTok. Why can't YouTube get up to 10K likes? Maybe because there aren't 10K people that are here. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for following as well. Flying Warrior Tom, thank you for following. I can barely see the names because it's gray. Board Toppy, hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for following as well. Yeah, it's closing statement time. Very insightful segment. I don't know about that. But yeah, anyways, guys, if you are interested in being a part of Lunatics Token, Lunatics Token is having their launch today. It's going to be at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And they will be launching to where you can buy them on Uniswap. You're going to see the activity on Uniswap. From what I've heard, you see a lot more activity on Uniswap than you do on PancakeSwap. So the fact that you're probably going to see a ton of movement over on the ETH side, I can't wait to see what it turns into, what we end up gaining from it, what people end up doing with their money that they gain, or when they end up selling, when they end up buying back in, all the different movement that we really want to see on the DEX side. We're going to see a ton of volume that happens on this day. So I can't wait to see what happens. All you have to do is, go over to Lunatics Token Official on Twitter, follow what they are doing. If you guys want to be a part of that launch, and, there's a lot of people that are already in the pre-sale, over 325 ETH that were raised. So again, I'm very excited. But I got to get out of here. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Thank you to all the people that became members today, all of the gifted memberships as well, the super chats, the likes, everything. I do appreciate you guys. I may stay live on TikTok for a little bit just to have a conversation with them. I feel like I alienated them for a little bit. I want to stay live for maybe like, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes and just have a conversation with them. But YouTube and Twitch, if you want to follow me on TikTok and go and watch on TikTok, you can go in my description. I have it down there in the description. But again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.